Hello and welcome to a game of Dota 2 between Duskbin and Bullet Gaming. Duskbin, of course a team that we all know has been around forever. It's been around for a very long time. And we'll be performing here today as well. Of course it's in a LAN center. These players, by the way, of course the players of Duskbin have been rotated quite a lot. But we have Chuan, MTR, Akukuat, Dai and JNY. So those are the players of Duskbin, and I'm going over the players right now because I know that there's a lot of people curious about Bullet Gaming, and especially considering the tags that they have, because they don't really have that many tags that are actually recognizable, but all these players you should be recognizing because they are all TI3 players. Bullet, by the way, stands for able or can. They have at the moment a question mark behind their name. I don't think they had that before, but apparently they are not quite sure if they're able. We're gonna find out though. Of course, we have Xtinct. He's in the captain's role for this one. Z3 is net. We have got YamateH under his normal tag. Those initials are, of course, the initials of his real name. The smiley face is Ice, and XY is Chuan. And those will be the players of Bullet Gaming. So it's a bit of an all-star team right there. And let's see how they do. We still have an IO in the pool if Bullet wants to pick that one up. But they don't. They rather want to pick up the Nature's Prophet, leaving IO in the pool. We have a Bear Rider, Visage, Darkseer, and Lone Druid banned out. Well, if you look at this game and you compare it to the previous one, the only real change in terms of bans is having the IO banned out. Being swapped out by the Lone Druid getting banned out there. I'm kind of surprised to see the Lone Druid getting banned out, but it could have something to do with how Duskbin has been playing. Of course, in the pool right now are also Troll Warlord, who is very strong together with the Lone Druid. It's very scary to have a bear there that can hit as fast as he can with the Troll ulti on. Abaddon is of course still in the pool as well. We have OD picked up as the first one on Duskbin. Last game we saw an OD picked up against Bullet as well, and they ended up picking a Razor against it, and it worked out very well. YamateH was able to just steamroll that OD in that mid lane completely.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what Duskbin is gonna go for first though. There's a lot of strong heroes still in the pool. Alchemist and Lifestealer are two heroes that normally would be seeing the light of day very early on in the draft, but last game, for example, we saw them only banned out until the very last ban option that teams had. They could opt to go already for the Weaver or something like that, just to go for their dual core straight away. But apparently they're not quite sure about it. They go for the Nyx Assassin in the end. Nyx Assassin is considered also a counter towards the OD. But they want to have it as support. And there's the Razor. No surprise there.
Radiant team ban.
No surprise whatsoever.
Ten seconds remaining.
And the bans come in. The Weaver is one of the first bans coming out from Bullet Gaming. Weaver, one of the stronger picks. Well, I say one of the stronger picks, but let's just say that it's one of the more favorable picks. And it constantly shifts, of course, but Weaver has been very popular as of late.
10 seconds remaining.
Especially in those dual core lineups. Previous game we saw Chuan playing the Weaver.
Remaining.
It's always quite interesting to see what kind of roles All-Star Pleam give to their players. Chuan as a carry was the one that we saw. YamateH was still a mid, of course. And we saw Net in the offlane. Still have the Rubik and the Chen in the pool, two heroes that Bullet Gaming was able to pick up in the previous game, and they seem to be quite comfortable with those. So I'm kind of expecting that they still want to have that if they get the chance. That they still want to pick those up. But time will tell. But one of them already getting banned out. It's the Rubik, removed from the pool. Bullet Gaming doesn't have any form of support just yet, so it's very easy for Duskbin to just think about, you know, what do we need to ban? Oh, yeah, support. Fair enough. Support and a carry perhaps if they really don't want to face something specific. Assuming that Razor is going to be going middle and Nature's Prophet will be on the offlane / jungle.
5 seconds remaining.
Clockwork will be the removal for Bole Gaming. There's no offlane yet for Duskbin, so offlaners are the ones that they banned out. And actually, looking at the first 2 bans that they did, that's actually all offlaners banned out so far. Even the Weaver, I'm considering Weaver also a bit of an offlaner here, so
10 seconds.
we do have a lot of offlaners in the pool though. A lot of people that can suicide lane solo, including the Bounty Hunter, which was a hero that Bole Gaming was able to pick up in the previous game and used it very effectively. And Duskbin removing the Chen now also from the pool, so we're gonna see 2 different support compared to previous game coming out from the All-Star team. Duskbin only having 15 seconds left in their bonus time.
10 seconds.
Well, Bole Gaming hasn't really used any of their bonus time just yet.
5 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
There goes the Bane, that's their follow-up support. And the IO still picked up by Bole Gaming, no hesitation, just picking it up straight away. Let's see what they can do with this. But the Bane and Nyx Assassin, I like this. I semi-like this. I like the Bane as a setup hero. Setup Disable will be allowing everybody to move in and position themselves for a kill, which is awesome. But the synergy with the Nyx Assassin is not necessarily there. Nyx Assassin also has a long-range stun, targetable stun. So Bane cannot really set up for anything just yet. Maybe depending on what kind of carry they pick up, because Alchemist, for example, works very well together with the Bane. Gyrocopter, same story.
Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining.
They go for Queen of Pain first though. That's gonna be saying that that is potentially their mid lane. Or Razor should be able to be okay up against Queen of Pain as well. But the thing about Queen of Pain Razor is that Razor, in theory, should be strong in the mid lane because of his static link. So he is able to get the static link going, get some extra attack damage, make sure that his opponent has a tougher time last hitting, and he of course has an easier time last hitting. The thing for Queen of Pain is that she can blink away from the static link. She can also blink away from tethers.
Ten seconds remaining. 5
Last
seconds
banning coming from
remaining.
Duskbin. We still need carries up on both heroes, so Lifestealer
Radiant
Alchemist
team ban.
looks to be the bans today as well. And then we look at others that work well together with the Bane. Gyrocopter, already mentioned him. Also very strong up against IO, especially in a team fight composition. You have your Flak Cannon and IO actually fairly squishy. But they go for Morphling instead.
Radiant team pick.
So Morphling will be that carry. That's their 3 cores. Looks like we might actually see a Queen of Pain on the offlane here though. And of course she can do that. She has an escape mechanism. She has that blink. She can get away.
Ten seconds remaining.
The last picking
5
coming
seconds
for
remaining.
Bole Gaming.
Reserve time.
Which core do they want to have? Which carry do they want to play? Which hero do they want to combine up with that IO? I mean, Sand King is already pretty nice with an IO because of the extra movement speed that you give. You can get into range of burrow strikes fairly easy. Still something like a CK, Sven, all still in the pool of course. They're taking their time for the first time using their bonus time, and of course if they already know what they're gonna pick up, they can decide how they're gonna lane things, how the opponent is gonna lane things, how they are gonna respond to that, etc, etc, etc. Just all the early game decisions that they want to think about. They can think about that in that almost 2 minutes that they had left. And by the way, for people wondering, this is a best of 3. Unfortunately for me, and maybe also for you, I will only be casting one of these 3 games, potentially. You can, however, watch this game inside the game client though if you look up the teams. So I think Duskbin is the easiest to look up at the moment if you look on the professional teams. You look up Duskbin and you are able to find your players and you just click watch game. You should be able to do that. Come on, Bole, 5 seconds forward. I was gonna say, this takes a long time. But they end up going with a very solid pick. Chaos Knight, so it will be an IO Chaos Knight. I will have Chuan playing the Chaos Knight here indeed, so carry Chuan once again. And as someone in the chat pointed out, he used to play carry. Used to be having a carry role. But let's see who's playing what. Duskbin will be on the dire side for this first game. We have JNY playing the OD. It will be DY playing the Queen of Pain. Akukuat will play the Morphling. It will be Bane played by Shen GG. And MTR will play the Nyx Assassin. And that is everybody of Duskbin, as we're gonna find out how they're gonna lane this, and if we're perhaps having, maybe having an aggressive trial lane with Queen of Pain or OD on a solo lane on the top. Looks like OD is indeed already moving towards the top lane. Will be by himself. Queen of Pain will then be going mid, and we'll have an aggressive trial lane, which is of course always enjoyable to watch. Let's see how Bole is gonna lane this. Bole, of course, the all-star team. We have Net playing the Sand King for this game. Xtinct playing the IO. Oh, wait a second. Net is in maybe a little bit of trouble. If the Impale comes, run, Net! No. Chuan will play the Chaos Knight. In the mid lane, we have YamateH playing the Razor once again. And on the top lane is last but not least, it is Ice playing the Nature's Prophet. And it looks like there's not going to be any blocks going on from any of the teams because Queen of Pain is not going to be there in time. And it looks like we will have YamateH with blocks. If he blocks too good now, he will actually put himself in a little bit of trouble, but we'll see how well he'll block him himself. In the meantime, Burrow Strike hits and Impale as well. It will be Net that's in some trouble. And comes a Weaver over the top. 1 second stun up on the Bane. Tether stun there on everybody as well. The first blood though, oh, Self still ticking through. The tops the Self off, but it is Chang that goes down first. First blood goes away of the hero that dies straight afterwards. It will also be a kill on the Morphling though. 2 kills go on the way of the all-star team. And colluding the first blood, and they go to the lane, not missing a single last hit. Well, I hope I will still have a voice at the end of today. And then again, on the bright side, there's no Dota going on tomorrow and the day after, etc. So, oh well. Anyway, good start going the way of Bole, and that means that this aggressive trial lane on the side of Duskbin might not be working out all that well, because now they are already behind. They do of course have that experience on one of the kills, but on the other side there is kills going on for Bole. There was a double or 2 kills in the end. Even Sand King got himself the first blood money, so even though he died, he managed to get himself something for it. He knew he was gonna die, but made sure that he at least got the first blood, and it looks like we might have this aggressive trial lane just slightly being put back, and well, that means that their aggression coming from them is not gonna be as strong as you normally would expect it to be from an aggressive trial lane. On the other side, I mean, as long as they can get last hits going for that Morphling, it should be okay, even if they don't have their opponent team dying. They don't have any blocks, by the way, going on, so that means that this IO will be able to get himself some solid farming experience. We'll be getting level 6, of course, faster because of that, and level 6 is very needed. In comes the static link. We already will see YamateH looking for that blink and hoping that he gets still the static link on when Die blinked. And he actually got that as well. Ooh, Invis Rune picked up. It was spotted though. But an Invis Rune nonetheless. Centurion already goes down. They're looking to take down the IO. Can they actually do it? Nyx Assassin might be in some trouble. In comes the Impale. And in comes the Reality. If they go for the Bane. The 1 second stun is there. Tether stun. Spirits. Tether Stun not yet there though. They still go for the Bane. No extra damage though, and they have to let him go. Oh, they might even... Nah, he can tether himself away. There we go. Clip some trees as he goes, but he is living. But the aggression is clear. I mean, this is an aggressive trial lane that is not the most aggressive one on this trial lane. Versus trial lane. Meantime, Queen of Pain sitting on 5 last hits. 14 for 9 for YamateH. So this Queen of Pain is having a very tough time. She's just getting destroyed here last hit wise. I mean, level wise, of course, it's not that big of a difference, but last hit wise, it's insane. It's quite insane. 16 for 10 versus just 5 last hits. It's something tough, and that means that with the experience that she is getting, she has to get a kill at level 6, because otherwise there's no way for her to get back in this game. In the meantime, Nature's Prophet on the offlane, 8 for 5. Looking okay. I mean, he's doing well up against one of the hardest solo lanes in the game at the moment. 14 for 10 for this OD. While Nature's Prophet is sitting on 8 for 5. And to be fair, still having 8 for 5 against an OD is quite decent. Level wise, he is also only a little bit behind. Missed Impale when the creep still goes to the Sand King. But yeah, as said, I mean, the Bane is there to set things up. Now you've got the Impale, which is nice, and the Weaveform over the top. It's a lot of burst damage, but after that they don't really have that much. I'm not too impressed with this aggressive trial in terms of composition. I see the potential, don't get me wrong. Wow, Chaos Knight. Threatening for some reality rifts. But there's only one disable that I can actually attack through. Also a bit of a problem there. Level 5 for the Chaos Knight. Level 3.5 for X on his IO. In the meantime, Ned still with those boots, still with that first blood to his name. Stacking and pulling. Getting himself some experience as well. And of course, this is a big difference that you get with an aggressive trial lane there that's not getting kills compared to a safe trial lane that's and getting some kills. Got some kills indeed. Maybe they can get another one though. 4-second stun. Spike Carapace up too late. Io still in a lot of trouble though, and the Weaveform will clear him out. Can they actually still get the kill up on the Nyx? The Impale is there. Sand King and Sandstorm still have Chuan chasing down this Nyx assassin. One stun needed. He has the stun. Can he get it going? Can he actually do this? There comes the stun. Only 1 second this time. Not so lucky. In comes the Impale, and Chaos Knight in a world of pain trying to run for his life. Weaveform gets dodged, but Chuan will end up dying, or will he not? No, he will survive. 41 HP. They don't dive, but they get a kill. Oh, bad manner, Chuan. But they get a kill in the end. Duskbin, that is. Well, it was Bole that was the one to actually try and make something happen. In the meantime, we have got the OD who killed off the Nature's Prophet. Of course, Sanity's Eclipse helping with that by the looks of it. And that's of course one of the reasons why this Nature's Prophet couldn't teleport bottom and help out there. Sand King in the meantime rotating. We'll be seeing if he can go top. We see a drawing on the minimap about him trying to gank up on the OD. It's a very tough hero to gank though. But he's gonna try it. He's level 3. He's got his level 2 Burrow Strike. In also comes the Chaos Knight. They really want to take down this OD. There comes the Reality Rift. In comes the Astral Imprisonment. But that just gives time for everybody to get here. The Burrow Strike will be there. That's gonna be the start of it. The stun and the kill goes the way of the Nature's Prophet. So he gets some revenge. Ice, of course, on his Nature's Prophet. Gets himself the kill. And we'll allow Chaos Knight to take some farm here on the top lane. In the meantime, Io is actually getting levels on the bottom lane. And we have a drawing coming out from the Sand King, indicating that he might expect the Queen of Pain to be there. But Queen of Pain TP's back mid, and actually, this... Yeah, I was gonna say, this Razor is kind of extending. Sonic Wave was all it took. I mean, you might not have attack damage for the Bane, but Yeah, that Sonic Wave will just clean you out anyway. YamateH, the one to fall. And Duskbin making sure they fight back. 3 to 4 is the kill score. Gold graph going back and forth. We have the experience graph, same story. Morphling in the meantime, 22 for 10. In terms of last hits, doing okay-ish. Still a little bit behind the Chaos Knight. And of course, Morphling did die at the start of the game. But not doing bad. He is, however, a full level behind on the Chaos Knight. And with the tower now down on the side of Duskbin, that means that everybody on the side of Bole will get a little bit of extra gold to help with their core items. And that's something that Duskbin does not have just yet. So a luxury that they don't have. One plasma field, half the HP of a Queen of Pain. In the meantime, Chaos Knight just passing through on mid. The pings go out, they know exactly where he is, they know that he's going bottom. And all that is left for, I think for both teams actually, is just waiting and be patient until that IO is level 6. When that happens, something is going to change. Of course, Bola is going to look for more actively for kills. And Duskbin will know that they have to play super safe for the next 10-ish minutes. Or anticipate on where the ganks are going to be and try to gank or counter gank that way. But those relocates are going to be what the game is going to be about when that IO reaches level 6, when the Chaos Knight is level 8. Hopefully around the same time that will happen, level 6 and level 8 on those two. We have a smoke up in the meantime for Bole. We see the rotation, we see the pings coming out. They go to the bottom lane between tier 1 and tier 2 as the push comes out from the rest of Bole. Let's see if they can take down this Morphling. Comes the Burrow Strike, that's already one. And this Morphling, all he can do is try to morph into strength and get himself out of there. Here comes a Sandcomb, Reality Rift, and that should be Morphling dead. Is there gonna be more dying? Queen of Pain jumps into a stun. Sanity's Eclipse doing a lot of damage to the Sand King. Or sorry, to the Nyx Assassin. As we do see the Bane go down as well. Sand King still went down as well. Bole looking for more pickups. That is gonna be Ice taking down the last one there, the OD. Second last one. Well, actually, it was the last one. Morphling is back alive again, but this was a team wipe. Everybody on the side of Duskbin died. And the only one that died on the side of Bole was a Sand King. And Morphling, actually, the only reason he's back alive is because he bought back. Tier 1 tower will drop. In the meantime, in the mid lane, we already have Morphling trying to force back the Sand King. Sand King didn't need to buy back, he's just very low on levels, so got back there very fast. And with that fight, IO is level 6, CK is level 8. Let the games begin, I'd say. We see another drawing on the mini-map. Perhaps they want to relocate up on the high ground and walk towards where the Morphling is. Morphling is now level 6. He didn't go for his replicate though, so will not have an escape mechanism apart from Morphling into strength. Something that he is going to be wary about. As we just saw, Morphling into strength is not a guarantee lifesaver.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Here comes the Burrow Strike. They go for the next assassin. Re-enter there as well. Nice by Carapace. Is it gonna be enough though? I don't think so. Nope. YamateH with the last hit, with the kill. And this will be a last tier 1 tower standing on the side of Duskbin. They are trying to take down the tier 1 bottom though, or at least looking to apply some pressure, but they're gonna be forced back towards their tier 2 real fast because it doesn't look like Bole is actually any... Well, they don't have any plans to really give up, really stop. I mean, why would they? Nobody's coming in to defend. It's like, you know, take a tower, why don't you? Relocate, goes top, wanna go to help out the Sand King, kill off the OD. In comes the Nature's Prophet as well. 3 seconds stun by JNY. Mechanism tries to help out, but oh, might be enough. 3 seconds for IO to relocate out. He's gonna go by himself and leaves the Chaos Knight there to take the kill, who now TPs back into the mid lane. OD dies. In the meantime, tier 1 tower almost dead in the bottom lane. But it's taking a long time, and they're giving up a lot for it. They're even almost giving up a tier 2 tower. What am I saying almost about? They're giving up a tier 2 tower. In comes the Reality Rift up on the next assassin. No spike carapace this time. That's already one dead. Sprout up on the Bane. Looking for the next target. Stellar Link will be helping out there as well. There's no mana up for stun though up on Chaos Knight. And then we'll let them go back out. Shadow Strike up on Xtinct. Just harassment. Can't really do anything. And right now 11 to 5 is a kill score. Bole definitely showing Duskbin how it's done and why you should ban out the IO. We've got ourselves 7,500 gold in favor of Bole. Experience graph going the way of 4k. Also, of course, in favor of Bole. And let's see what people are building. We already saw the mechanism up on JNY. Solid choice. This died 3 times now, though. Not really ideal. It's got 2 out of the 5 kills so far. Looks actually to be building some drums, which would be a surviving item for him to help out with his team also with a little bit of extra auras. Other than that, their supports don't really have that much, of course, but Queen of Pain also doesn't really have that much. Queen of Pain 34 to 9. It's got treads, which is awesome. Actually, they have smoked up and are looking for a kill. Maybe up on the Razor. There's the people behind there, though. The IO will be there to save his life as need be. The Fiend's Grip is still going to be there. Sonic Wave as well. And Impale is too late to save that Razor. Razor goes down. Nice ass from Prism, but Burrow Strike, that will still be the OD going down. In comes the Waveform. And Sand King will end up dropping. Tower gets the last hit. The rest tries to back off. Queen of Pain jumps forward. Here comes the CK though with the stun. That's gonna be one Queen of Pain flashed out. Still the next assassin walking around with the Vendetta. Hits it up on the IO, but he gets an urn charge. We'll be back alive once again. They go for the Bane again. Rain Step does not kill off the IO. IO still lives. Nyx Assassin, the only one to survive this encounter. And the only reason he does so is because he only went in for a Vendetta and then he backed off.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It is quite deadly. This team of Bole. Duskbin don't seem to know how to react with it, against it.
Dire's top tower.
BKB being built on the Chaos Knight in the meantime. IO with the urn, of course, as we already saw. Got Tranquils, they relocate in to try and find these OD. Here comes a stun, Reality Rift, Nightmare tries to help out, tries to delay it. In comes the Queen of Pain as well. Everybody of Duskbin is here. They want to try and take down the Razor. Razor does end up getting picked off, and the relocate saves CK and IO. They don't get a kill up on the OD though. Everybody of Duskbin being there prevented that from happening.
Bottom tower is under attack.
In the meantime, the Razor almost has his own BKB ready as well, and they just profit going for an Orchid. And this Morphling just finished up an item, but it's only an Ogre Club. I mean, in terms of net worth, he's behind on the OD, but they're also behind on all 3 cores. With all the cores of Duskbin, it's quite scary for Duskbin at the moment. All they need to do is hold on though. Don't get too overconfident. I mean, with that IO on the map, you have to play it safe. It's just that simple. Damage control. It's all that needs to be done. Smoke up. Bole. Nice warding already going on though. And Duskbin knows that this is going on. They back off inside their own jungle. But hey, Bole, they can still be here because, you know, why not? This is the last outer tower still standing. It's a logical thing to do, you know, take out all the towers, and after that take the Roshan, then take high ground. It's very simple.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And there goes the tower. Let's see if they are deciding to go high ground straight away. I mean, as long as they're not getting stopped, then why not, right? In comes a TP, that's OD. They're looking to fight. Won't be able to find anybody though. And in the meantime, everybody of Bole backs off of TP towards the top lane for YamateH. will be continuing on with the farm. Almost as his BKB just needs about 100 gold for his recipe. Towards the 12k gold in favor of Bole. It's so difficult to come back from this if you are Duskbin right now. They're actually trying to go for more strong measures here, going for the smoke up. Looking to find Nature's Prophet, should be able to do just that. In comes the Astral Imprisonment. Queen of Pain there as well, blinking forward. We've got an Impale, but the Relocate comes in with an Epicenter. That's gonna be OD, already dead. Nature's Prophet still picked up though. In comes the CK, goes for the Bane on the sidelines, will be able to pick that up, Nightmare or not. And the Nyx Assassin will end up dropping there as well. Sand King will do that job. Queen of Pain. Oh, Queen of Pain, actually one more blink will be into safety. Morphling is at least into safety, but that Relocate with an Epicenter coming in. Not something that Duskbin was expecting. And of course Nature's Prophet went down. And it did end up buying back. But yeah, it's not really ideal for Duskbin whatsoever. And Orchid now almost done. Roshan will go the way of Bole, and this was their chance to, you know, try and stop Bole from making advances, trying to hold them back a little bit, and they couldn't get it done.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
They just couldn't get it done. The BKB, of course, ready now on the CK. Still 10 seconds for him. BKB ready on the Razor. Still 10 seconds for him. Got the Orchid ready up on the Nature's Prophet. Blink being built up by the Sand King, which is actually going fairly fast for him. And even the IO almost got his mechanism complete. Just needs the recipe. Looks like OD still wants to go for that Force Staff. Perhaps. Oh, Chuan looking for it, finds it, 4 seconds stun. BKB is turned on. Might not be their base, but they're making it theirs right now. Morphling goes down, IO with the last hit. They go for the high ground, they go for the tier 4. Tier 3 rather, I can count, yep. And with the overcharge, actually the overcharge on the trail, a bit of a misclick there from X, but this tower will drop. In comes the Vendetta of Nyx Assassin, buyback from the Morphling. Let's see what Duskbin can do here. If they can do something. In comes the Impale, Sonic Wave, that's already IO dead. Chaos Knight, very low on life, but he has an Aegis. And they're going in 4 seconds on up on the Morphling, Reality Rift in as well. In comes the Relocate, IO wants to be back here. Goes for the Queen of Pain, is able to take it down. Morphling gets himself out, but gets himself Burrow Strikes, and that will be another 4 second stun. Morphling dead. Nyx Assassin dead. It looks like we are gonna see Nature's Prophet almost dying though, but he is not gonna die from that Sanity's Eclipse. He's gonna be able to TP out. OD will be the one to be forced back into the base. A 4 second kill of stun up on Queen of Pain will stop her from chasing anything. And Bole, they take their melee racks and they back off. Some losses, of course, but worthy losses. They lost themselves the Sand King and the IO, 2 supports, and get almost everything in return for that for Duskbin. And at least the racks is of course worth it regardless.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
They're looking for another pickup, looking for, just waiting for the creep wave. I think they're just gonna walk up the high ground. I think they can. I think they should. Blink Dagger ready up on Sand King as they bring it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Walking up the high ground, afraid of nothing. First one that shows his face is gonna get a Reality Rift by Chuan. Tower dead first.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Here comes the BKB. Spike Carapace doesn't matter. Nice Astral Imprisonment though, helping out at least. There will be a stun still though, and the Burrow Strike, and yeah, that's still That's still a kill. Fiendscript though, up on the Razor. Where's the damage? It still has his BKB on. Fiendscript already interrupted again. Sprout up for the OD, who locks himself in the nest for imprisonment. Still, nobody dead on the side of Bole as they take down the OD. Try to take down a Morphling and do that as well. Nightmare in the meantime up on the Queen of Pain to help her stay alive. And it works. She is alive, but they can't do anything. They have to watch their Rex go down. They have to watch their Rex fall. And they now have to also see their ranged Rex in the middle go down. And top lane will be next. Nightmare up on the Chaos Knight, can't go in for Real Drift. In comes the Queen of Pain, jumps herself into an Iron Shell, or into a Tether though. Not an Iron Shell. Nice epicenter coming up from the Sand King, and that's a team wipe. And the GG is called. Duskbin, 23 minutes, calls the GG up against Bole, the all-star team. A very convincing showing from them once again. And of course, if you want to see the second game of this best of 3, I'm going to recommend you finding this game inside the game client. The way that you can do that is by looking in the team list. Finding Duskbin is probably the most easy one. Finding Duskbin and then right-clicking on their name and click Watch Game. For now, we are going to jump ourselves to Gosu Cup Asia, where we're going to see the last 4 teams battle it out in a double elimination bracket. The last 4 teams in the Gosu Cup are Mineski, Vici Gaming, Dabaluva, and Tell Me Why. First game that we'll see is Vici Gaming versus Dabaluva. So stick around for that. We'll probably have a bit of a break, 15 minutes break before that happens, but we'll be back here soon. Don't go anywhere.